Hello everyone, my name is Yukaya. I work as a community organizer for a local nonprofit called Community First Whatcom. You can learn more about us by clicking the link in the video description, or there should be a box right here. You may recognize me from the public comment workshop that we attended in early August. We partnered with Christina and the Health Equity Zone to guide you through the public comment process and to urge you to write letters to your county council representatives about the issues that are most important to you. Today we're hoping to continue that conversation about local representation and why your voice is so important. As you may know, East Whatcom County has significantly less political representation than the rest of the county. Throughout this series of videos, we will explore why East County, particularly the Mount Baker Health Equity Zone, is so underrepresented, who represents you, what that representation looks like, how you can engage with local politics, and why your voice matters so much.
To understand why the Mount Baker Foothills communities are not only a food desert, but also a representation desert, we must begin by understanding the political geography of Whatcom County. There are three ways that Whatcom County is governed. It's split up into school districts, cities, and county council districts. Whatcom County has 7 school districts: Blaine, Ferndale, Linden, Meridian, Bellingham, Nooksack Valley, and Mount Baker. The Mount Baker Health Equity Zone is aptly located within the Mount Baker School District. In fact, the two share the exact same border. As you can see, the Mount Baker School District is significantly larger in size than the rest. This is due to the rural and sprawling nature of the Mount Baker foothill communities. This massive area is home to 15,000 people, has 7 schools, and about 1,700 students. Let's put that in comparison to one of Whatcom's most prominent school districts, which is Bellingham School District. It has 25 schools and serves over 11,000 students in just half of the geographic area.
School districts are primarily determined by Whatcom's major cities: Bellingham, Ferndale, Blaine, Linden, Everson, Sumas, and Nooksack. In fact, 5 of the 7 school districts share a name with their city, with the 2 exceptions being the Meridian and Mount Baker school districts. For Mount Baker, this is because there are no major cities within its limits. This doesn't mean that there aren't large communities in this region like Acme, Deming, Kendall, and Maple Falls, but they do not have the same representation as the 7 major cities, all of which benefit from their own governing structure. Unlike Bellingham, which gets to elect a mayor, a city council, and even judges, the Mount Baker Foothills communities has none. This significantly decreases the amount of people whose paid job it is to care and advocate for their constituents.
The only elected official dedicated to representing your community is the County Council District 3 representative. Whatcom County has 5 districts, each with its own rep, as well as 2 at-large representatives. Because the Health Equity Zone falls within District 3, your current rep is Tyler Bird, whose term will be ending in early January of 2026 after this November's election. Your community has a very important decision to make this fall, as you will be electing a new county rep. As the primary and, dare I say, only major voice for your community in local politics, this position holds a lot of responsibility. Do your research on this year's candidates, Jessica Rienstra and Kyle Christensen, by visiting their websites or reading the voter guides. Reminder, ballots are due by 8 p.m. on November 4th. Ensure your voice is heard and vote.
As we've learned, the Mount Baker Foothills communities face a significant lack of representation compared to other areas of Whatcom County, such as Bellingham, Ferndale, and Blaine. While larger cities have mayors, city councils, and other local leaders to advocate for them, East County has only one dedicated county council representative whose paid responsibility it is to serve your interests. The Mount Baker Health Equity Zone is too large and too diverse to be effectively represented by a single person. That is simply too big of a job for anyone. It's unfair that your community has less representation than others, but it is the current reality. This means that whether we like it or not, residents of the Mount Baker Foothills have a disproportionately greater responsibility to advocate for themselves. Within Whatcom's big cities, residents can sit back and rely on their elected officials to champion their needs. But within the HES, that same luxury doesn't exist. To have your voices heard, you'll have to fight harder than everyone else. That makes your participation, passion, and persistence all the more vital. We hope that you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe to follow along as we continue the series about civic engagement in your community. Please share this video with friends, family, neighbors, and loved ones, and comment what topics you would like to see us cover next time. Until then.